He heard somebody on the plane yell bomb and took no chances. Now he's being hailed as a hero for taking down an angry and unruly passenger. Chris Blatchford tells us what happened on Delta Flight 110.
Police say the suspect, 45-year-old Lawrence Johnson of Kentucky, will be given a psychological evaluation. Few would argue that he doesn't need one. While Delta Flight 110 was approaching landing at LAX, witnesses tell Fox 11 an angry Johnson bolted from his seat.
Flying down the aisle, and the flight attendant was yelling, help, help, help. And I mean, it was obvious it was a very serious situation.
Bruce Warlow, who works in the media department at UCLA, was returning from a family trip to visit relatives in Rio de Janeiro. He saw the flight attendant fall to the floor, and Warlow chased the unruly passenger into a rear galley area.
Then the guy, with his back against the wall said, I got a bomb, I got a bomb.
Warlow was on board with his wife and two small daughters.
All I could think about was 9/11, that whole situation.
And he says he had no choice when Johnson rushed toward an exit door.
And I just, tackled him. I mean, I just got between him and the door and went down.
This footage was shot on board by another passenger shortly after Warlow and several others subdued the suspect. Faye Barr says it was scary.
I feel that we have heroes amongst us, and Bruce is a hero.
15 minutes afterward, agents boarded the plane and escorted the suspect off.
There he goes.
And the humble Bruce Warlow insists he's no hero. He only did what anyone else would do in the same situation. Chris Blatchford, Fox 11 News.
All right, you just heard how Bruce Warlow helped subdue the unruly passenger on that Delta flight. Bruce now joins us live from his home in Marina del Rey.
Bruce, was there any point at which you were scared for your life?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much during the whole episode. But I mean, I think it's important to stress that it wasn't just me alone. I mean, there was about 5 or 6 other people that came in right after I entered the galley where the guy was.
You said you mentioned 9/11 in our story there, and you were thinking of the Flight 93, United 93. Did that go through your head as you were doing this?
Well, not a whole lot went through my head other than just trying to get the guy down on the ground and keep the situation as controlled as possible. Because when he went to the door, it was a pretty frightening situation with that.
Especially with your children there, I could only imagine. And, they're calling you a hero. I mean, do you think that you're a hero?
No. I mean, there are people much more deserving of that title. Listen, in this day and age, I think people are very proactive in the post-9/11 world. And well, it was proven because all the other passengers that joined me in subduing the guy proved that people won't sit around and just watch things happen anymore.
All right, Bruce Warlow, thank you and congratulations. And for all
job
of us,
well done.
You are a hero. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.